Windsor Estates. And we want to see how that affects local traffic in the area, how in fact it affects traffic going past Windsor Estates. So those are all things that we're going to see, waiting to see when the bridge officially opens to traffic. Here is the Peters Hall intersection. Remember, it's a Monday morning. This is traffic waiting to cross over the bridge to the west side. Traffic lined up here is waiting to cross over to the west side. They have since removed the tolls. In other words, they've made the crossing free. Alright, so it's free to cross the bridge now, but they haven't removed the toll gates. And what that means is that you still have that structure, right? That concrete structure still exists. Now let's climb this pedestrian overpass and take a look at the new Demerara Bridge from this overpass, which we've done in the past, to see, in fact, if we could see whether they've installed those street lights. Now, some people have actually published night pictures, which shows the bridge lit up at night. But whether, in fact, they've completed the installation of traffic lights remains to be seen. So we're close enough to see that now from this pedestrian overpass. So here it is. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see traffic lights. Right, so they actually have installed not traffic lights, but street lights. I don't know if it's clear. Closer to the middle. Right, so this is the East Bank Public Road, looking south towards Georgetown, towards Demerara. And we're looking at is, see those vertical lines are actually street lights, the lamp posts. So they have installed pairs of lamp posts at intervals. Right, pairs of lamp posts have been installed at intervals, and that's what you can barely see in this view. So that has been completed. And I think people have actually shown footage that shows the lines and road markings have already been installed. That is looking north to Georgetown here on the East Bank Public Road. Right, that's traffic looking north to Georgetown. But we're going to get a little closer. We're going to go under the bridge now. So we get down off of this pedestrian overpass. So what is clearer from getting closer is that they have actually installed street lights on the bridge, which means that you can now see the bridge lit up at night. And I think some people have already published videos of the lighted bridge. Alright, as we get closer, I guess you'll be able to see that more clearly. Which means, morning. Yes, which means that the bridge is close to being ready for traffic, for public access. Now we're definitely going to take a walk across the bridge or at least a drive across the bridge when it opens, but it hasn't officially opened yet. And today, on the 22nd day of September, I have absolutely no idea when, in fact, it will be open. That's Peter's Hall, Masjid, and we passed at Republic Park the Hindu temple. These are my friends, the fruit guys, here on the sidewalk here, Republic Park. Yeah, man. Yeah, morning. Morning. And this is Monday morning traffic on the East Bank Public Road at about 7:15, maybe 7:30 on a Monday morning. There's still a fair amount of morning. Sorry. Yes, there's still a fair amount of local traffic and I guess long distance traffic using this highway. So it seems as if the bridge itself and putting the exit or the entrance to this bridge 2 miles away is not necessarily going to reduce the traffic congestion on this road. But yeah, what we can see as we get closer to the bridge is you can see the finishing touches. From where I am, I can actually see the street lights, light poles. So these are the street lights on the bridge. I guess I can see them more clearly here. Let's see. Straight ahead of me, if I can show you what the street light looks like. So that is a street light, but in front of it, that is a pole. I don't know if you can see it, but that's a light pole. And of course, pigeons on the wire here. But beyond the wire, you should be able to see more light poles on the bridge. So that is one of the improvements we can see since the last time, since 3 weeks ago. Right, last we were here was on the 1st, today is the 22nd. So 21 days ago, we took a look at this bridge, and now the bridge has lights. However, as you can see, there's still cranes. Right, there's still cranes at the top of the pillars, which means that work is not yet completed on the bridge. So my guess, if I were to put numbers to it, my guess is that they were probably about 90% completed, the work on the bridge. Let's see if we can get a closer look at this light pole. Can't really see it. Right, so, but they are light poles. There are light poles, there you go. That's looking towards the Heroes Highway end. And this is crossing the Demerara River Bridge, the Demerara River. That is looking towards the high span end as we go under the bridge here on the 22nd. The 22nd day of September. So that is it, guys. The bridge is 90% perhaps, maybe more, 90% completed. My guess is that sometime soon it will open to traffic, maybe in a week, maybe in a few days, maybe in a month after they've done the load testing. But we've actually followed the construction of this bridge since before the local neighborhood had to be demolished to put down these pillars. And now a year later, the bridge has been completed, or 90% completed. And what remains to be seen is whether in fact all of the discussions that I've had over the last year are in fact true. Remember, I said it's going to have an environmental impact on this local neighborhood, both in terms of noise and dust. I also said it's going to have a local impact on traffic. Right, it's going to have a local impact on the traffic. Which of course remains to be seen. That's the Ramada Hotel here. Morning. Princess Casino and Ramada Hotel. Yeah, so what remains to be seen once the bridge starts operation is whether in fact the bridge will affect local traffic here on the East Bank Public Road. My guess is not, because all of this traffic on a Monday morning will continue to use this road when the bridge opens. Some of it, that is traffic heading onto the West Bank, will probably have to head out 2 miles east to join the bridge at Heroes Highway or nearby. And so I guess this road, this red road, is going to become busier. That's just my analysis of what the impact of the bridge will be. Because if some of this traffic heading north is heading towards the Demerara Harbor Bridge, the old Demerara Harbor Bridge, that traffic will now have to turn east here on Red Road. So this is going to become a busy road, and this intersection is going to become quite busy, which means they probably will need a traffic light or some kind of traffic policeman to regulate the traffic at this intersection. But that is one impact we expect. So eventually when this bridge opens, it will affect local traffic on Red Road, and it will affect local traffic on the East Bank Public Road. It will affect the traffic on Heroes Highway, and whether all of that is good remains to be seen. But what do you think, guys? What do you think is going to be the impact of the opening of this new Demerara River Bridge on local traffic? In the comments below, let me know. Tell me what you think the bridge will do for traffic locally here at Red Road intersection, at the public road, and at Heroes Highway. Share your comments below. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening in the fastest growing country in the world, Guyana. Later!